Diagram shows how a RAML-based API built by APIkit processes end user requests. Here you can see the how APIkit works with RAML. The following diagram shows how a RAML-based API built by APIkit processes end user request. Here in step 1, you can see the end user sends HTTP request to API. In step 2, the HTTP or Jetty endpoint in the main flow receives the request and passes the message to APIkit router. In step 3, the router checks with the interface to confirm that the resource action pair exists in the interface. Step 4, here the router checks where to see if a body is defined as part of the request. Generally, a request sends a body with put, post, patch requests. In step 5, if the request includes a body, the router determines the media type associated with the body, then matches the request content type with the one defined in the interface. In step 6, if a schema is defined for the content type, the router checks that the schema on the incoming request matches the schema defined in the interface. If the schema is not valid, the application rejects the request. In step 7, the router uses the information contained in the interface to determine which backward backend flow should receive the request. For example, based on the request and the resource action pairing, the router determines what it should send the request to flow 2. In step 8, router send the request to flow 2. In step 9, the flow 2 process the flow 2 processes the request, accessing a resource and acting upon data as required. In step flow 10, step 10, flow 2 returns a response to the router. In step 11, the router pushes the response to the HTTP or Jetty endpoint. Step 12, the HTTP or Jetty endpoint sends the response to the end user. And step 13, from the console, you can simulate API calls by submitting requests through the web user interface. Here you can see single Mule Studio project. Inside it you can see RAML RAML API definition, end user, and config.xml. Here interface.raml. So interface.raml interacts with config.xml, and config.xml interacts with end user. Single mule here single mule studio project here. In config.xml we can see APIkit colon config is there, and exception strategy is there, and flows are here, and config.xml interacts with any point platform, private cloud edition, or on cloud storage. And you can see the console here. The console interacts with a single mule studio project, and here you can see get, and here you can see post request, and here response in console. Now this is the end of my presentation. Thank you very much for watching it.